Hey guys, welcome back to my room. Who's still recovering from the last video? I know I am. Cause sheesh, did I really do that? I think so. I had to fix my bandana situation real quick because it was getting a bit problematic. Now we can start this video. So how have y'all been? As for me, I've been, in my rural area, just relaxing, rejuvenating is the word to use, rejuvenating. I feel alive again. For this one, I wanted to show you guys some of my friends, just some from the past, future, present, and I had quite a bit of fun asking some of my friends to ask the questions they've always wanted to ask me in the short or long-term friendship that they had with me. And it's been quite interesting listening to some of the questions these people had. I don't think I should say much. Let's just get directly into this video. Oh, child, I sure do hope they have flattering questions, because if not, we're gonna have to cut the camera. Dead ass.
I have a question. When are you going to give us a story time about your love life? Because me, I'm waiting for that one.
What? Milka, did you really ask that? You know, a sister never tells. Oh, I'm already shifting in my seat. Okay, honestly, I would never kiss and tell. Like, it's just not in my playbook. It's unlike me. It's so unsissy-like. If I have had experiences with my romance, it's because they've been rather very uninteresting, very short, or just not there at all. And if I'm being quite honest, it's mostly been to the latter, so there's no story there. They've all been flops so far. I have yet to have a fulfilling experience with another man. Hi, Nana.
Hi, Brian.
Wait,
Okay,
pause. I'm sorry, who's Brian? Who? Cha, I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. Maybe you got the wrong invite, or maybe that wasn't supposed to come to me. Cause I'm sorry, I'm not her. I'm not the person you speak of. Brian, bruh, what even is that?
a question I've always wanted to ask you is, when did you break your virginity?
In other news besides uninteresting questions, right, Nana, what the is that? Seriously, for someone who got expelled with, I'm expecting some much more drama than what you just offered. Seriously? Seriously? We're still asking these questions in 2021. Nana, oh my God. I have to say I'm disappointed. All I can say is virginity at the end of the day is a social construct. We shouldn't make much of it, and it really does not alter one's life at all. Like, at the end of the day, no one really cares. No one really gives a damn. Honestly, it's a bit creepy how the only people who seem to care are either my parents or my closest of friends. Like, for a girl to ask me that, I'm sorry, what business do you have knowing? Sissy, we on the same side here. We don't play the opposite team. We play in the same side. So how is that info gonna help you exactly? Cha, anyways, I hope your question was answered, Nana, as disappointing as it was.
Hi, Code
Hey,
101.
darling. Finally, someone is showing my name some goddamn respect.
I'm sending this in quite late. It's actually at night here, and I'm hoping I'm not too late. But yes, you asked me to ask you a question, something I'd always wanted to know. And one thing I'd always wanted to know is, I've spent some time with you, I've had fun with you, with me and our group of friends. But every time we're together, you're always composed. No matter what, you're always very composed. Like, even when you get high and everything, you still are composed. I hope I'm not exposing you for anything.
What is that? I'm sorry, we don't know how. I'm sorry, child, you got the wrong one.
I just wanted to know, how do you usually maintain your composure, and are you doing it consciously, or does it happen subconsciously? Is it something that's intentional, you being that composed? Are you aware of it?
So clearly we've not been friends for long. Honestly, like that's a very interesting question, by the way. Thank you for that, Darren. It's just wow. Okay, for someone to see me in that light is quite eye-opening. Okay, so first off, okay, this is quite an interesting question, and it has quite an interesting answer as well. And I don't want to get too deep. You ain't my therapist. So first of all, no, it isn't intentional. I don't go into a social scene saying, composure, I'm ready. You get it comes naturally to me, and this is mainly due to the fact that I've always been one to observe rather than be out there. And I know people who are watching this right now as I say this, and people who've watched my videos on my channel are like, so that's a lie. But outside this channel, I'm actually very, I don't want to call myself chilled because that's a lie also, but composed. I like taking my time. I like taking my time with others. I think that's the proper term to use. I'm slow. I know my mama dropped me on my head when I was younger. I know, child. So like in social situations, when people are talking, I'm not really quick to process. So I just want to take time to really understand the person. So I end up myself being toned down because all my focus is on you, all my energy, all my attention is on you. So I don't really have much to say. And also, when actions are being done, like if something happens spontaneously, I still like taking time to process it before making the right decision. Like, because literally all my life I've been one to take my time with everything. I believe in taking your time in order to make the most accurate choices that a person can. Because I've seen people who've been in haste, who've taken L's right before my eyes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take my time. Call me slow, I've been called slow all my life, but I like taking my time. So yeah, that's literally the answer to this question. I like thinking through situations first before responding to my environment. And that's why I end up coming off as quiet or toned down or not really having life. But yeah. Thank you, Darren. Hey Dawn.
Alright, so my question is, what number is too large for a body count?
I don't know. Trust me, child, I also don't know. You tell me. In my opinion, I don't believe there's really a high number. For me, I'd guess it around like late 20s. If my partner reveals to me he has a body count above 25, that's when I go, ooh, child, you good? Actually, honestly, above 20 for me. Let me not be too modest. Above 20 for me would be a concern. Below 20, we really shouldn't make a big deal out of it. It's all about our youth and how we spend it, and also experimenting, and a lot of one-night stands that are counted as body count, which really shouldn't, because again, as the legendary Megan Thee Stallion says, if the D don't slap, it doesn't count. It really shouldn't be about body count at the end of the day. There are advantages that someone can gain lingering with a person with high body count. Number one, experience. Like, they know how to do right, so why not? Why not? But that's the thing. All in all, I don't go around looking for people with low body counts or high body counts. I just look at the personality. Okay, maybe that's a lie. Maybe looks also count, but body count isn't a thing anymore. Thank you, Dawn. And now it's my time to ask you a question. Child, how do you get them eyebrows so popping? Oh my God. Your brows are, like, I saw it, I'm like, oh, child, I'm shivering. Only one of us. Because you see, only one of us, Dawn, can look good on my channel. So what's this? Are you trying to threaten my position? Do you want to be the YouTuber here? Eyebrows so popping, they're intimidating me. Oh my God. Oh, sis said curtain. Molly, what? What's happening? Okay.
So, like, how does it feel to be so confident and like you just don't care what the world has to say? Like, how does that feel, honestly? Because as some of us struggle with that. Personally, I do. So I admire that in you. It's like really cool. So yeah, how does that feel?
So aside from the cutting, wow, first of all, it takes guts to own up to your insecurities and what you deem as weaknesses. Confidence isn't a switch on, trust me. For me to get to the point I have been, like you of all people know, because you were in high school with me, and you know how different of a person I was back then than I am now. So it takes a lot of experiences and a lot of life for you to learn a lot of things about yourself and how to get better. We're all trying to improve and we're all trying to be the best optimal selves. So yeah, it's definitely a process, and it's not a switch. Some days I feel more attuned to who I am as a person, and there are just some days where I come across people in the very intimidating environment that we face every single day who just know how to push my buttons to make me so insecure about myself. Thank you very much. Do you, sis, one step at a time. It starts with the little decisions. The little choices you make on a day-to-day basis affect your whole view of yourself as time goes on. And when you look back, you'll be very grateful that I said these wise words to you on this day. Thank you very much for your question, Molly. So stay popping. Your Insta be popping or be jealous, intimidated. I had to take some time. I had to take some time of filming to wipe up my tears real quick, because this next one is a bit heavy for me, and also I'll be answering it in parts because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh my God, child. Let's start.
Hi, Brian. It's me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who is this Brian y'all speak of? Who is this Brian y'all keep speaking of? I'm sorry. I don't know her. Am I like getting the wrong files? I don't know.
The first is, how did your life go after you left WK, and how was it for you not being able to say goodbye? And that's kind of deep, I'm sorry, but I'm actually curious. And also...
Okay, let's pause there. Let's just... WK, Waterford Camp Club, was the high school I was in, where I did my first year of diploma before whatever happened. And how did it feel, me leaving without saying goodbye? Okay, the school, the administration had put me in a position whereby I couldn't go back to my friends to say goodbye. I couldn't even go back to school. So it was just straight home, and I never saw all of those people again. And it's been tough. Thing is, I tried my best for the short time that they were still deliberating what to do with me. I really tried to get in contact with my classmates, and especially the person that I was in hot water with, the person you've seen her call me by some other name that's not mine in this very video, Nana. And it was really tough, especially when it came to, of course I miss everyone, I really did, but for my 1 year at Waterford, it was very impacted by Nana, and Nana really meant a lot to me for that 1 year. So for me to be forced not to be able to contact her again was very tricky. I mean, now we're talking through social media, but there were very many chances of us to see each other face to face before I left, and which were revoked by the administration. So that hurt. That was very painful for me, knowing that it's like I was forced. I was in this position where my hands were tied. I literally couldn't do anything. So that hurt. Woo, child, I don't want to get into anymore. I'm gonna save that for my therapist. But thank you, Isa. Thank you, Isa, for that one. Let's keep going.
How have your visions for yourself changed?
Dramatically. Yo, Isa, for real. Woo, child, really coming in with the deep questions. Thank you very much. Yo, when I was asking my friends to send me some questions, I thought maybe like things like my favorite color or how many hours I sleep, but not this, chat. Whew. Let me fake laugh the tears away. My visions have changed dramatically, honestly, because that one incident affected my life completely. I think I've touched on this in a previous video that I did. So go check that out if you're interested in me delving a bit deeper on the subject. But yes, my whole life leading up to WK was about trying to attain some sort of validation from the people around me, especially my family, especially I don't want to say his name, but my birth giver on the male side. I had a lot to live up to, and I had a lot to offer also, but I was very much operating from a point of intimidation. So it was always me trying to reach some sort of standard set up by people around me, and that was tough for my whole life. So it was basically trying to fill up these shoes that I was given, that I just knew very deep inside me that this is not me. This ain't the shoes that I want to wear. Give me something pink. Okay, give me something pink. What's this? Child. I decided to just scrap the whole shoes, take off my feet and go shopping somewhere else, like in Victoria's Secret or something. Ooh, child. I just gave up on that whole journey. After that one incident, I was gratefully impacted to the point where I just gave up on trying to appease people around me. It's my life at the end of the day, and that incident really made me grateful for whatever life that I have left, such that I've decided to do what I really just want to do. If I want to twerk on a grown man's day, maybe let me not say that. Let me back up real quick.
I hope you have an amazing weekend. I love you very, very much. And if you want to talk sometime or call me, I'm over there and I'm happy to have a talk, because I'm actually really curious what's going on in your life and what you've been up to. And yeah, I miss you.
Positivity.
I miss your vibe. And I actually found some pictures of us and IB1 in the small park. Love you lots.
That was a really, really emotional note to end on. And also Oasis, what was done in that park stays in that park. Wait. Oh, that was really cool. Flashbacks coming to me. What?
Hi 101. Love you so much. I think the one question I have, what I would like to know, is who influences the fashion choices you make, because you have a lot of bold, striking, very, very nice like outfits that you put together, and like the way your mind thinks to like put certain pieces together to form like one ensemble is very, like, it's very out there. It's not common, which I think is good. But yeah, I just wanted to know who influences the choices you make, and yeah.
Thank you, Joy. That's really sweet. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I'd have to say that my thought process when it comes to coming up with an outfit is always just trying to piece things together, and that ends up in a lot of experimentation. So a lot of my influences definitely come from, my environments, whether it be media. Mambo shoes. Naongea na mtu hapa. Unaweza nipatia muda kiasi? Nilikuwa naongea na mtu hapa. Acha nikupigie. How am I going to explain to her what I'm doing? You tell me. How am I going to do it? I don't know. YouTube, how do you explain YouTube to a whole person who hasn't grown without YouTube? I don't. Don't judge me. But as I was saying, a lot of my fashion choices are also influenced by my conditions. Let's just say we ain't billionaires yet. So I really have no choice but to make do with what I have. And I've realized by then that limitations give room to a lot of creativity because there's very little to work with. But you still gotta look cute at the function. So like, what am I gonna do now? Apart from just putting rags together and coming up with a cute look or whatever. My situation, my financial situation actually affects me a lot. And also I'm very grateful for whatever I have, however cliche it is, because I've realized that if I was rich, if I was a billionaire, I'd just be buying the same old basic high fashion brands. And what fun is there? Because I'd be too busy just chasing the name and chasing labels. We're all too busy just trying to chase big names instead of actually focusing on looking good. And I look good without the high label, so that's always a huge flex or whatever. And it also at the end of the day just comes to expressing my authenticity, expressing myself as a person and as a gay boy in society. And I actually have a lot of fun. If honestly I wouldn't have been doing this channel if I wasn't enjoying it. I wouldn't have been in this life if I wasn't enjoying it. So it all comes down to just whatever passion I have for whatever I'm doing. And fashion is a huge part of my life. I'm very grateful for it. I enjoy myself, slaying on this regulars. Not you, Joy, everyone else. I enjoy. Let me make you all my subordinates. Thank you. That was quite a question. And on to the final one.
Hey, so my question would be, is the friend zone really a thing anymore because of the come up of entanglements and situationships in our society today, or at least within our generation? So does that mean that effectively the friend zone has almost been entirely eliminated?
Hi Mandile, thank you for that question. Friend zones will always be a thing, and for me to explain this, we have to go back to the genesis of what is a friend zone. Where was friend zoning invented? It's simple. I just don't want the nigga. So yeah, we always resort to just making sure with them that there ain't nothing about to happen. Nothing was ever happening and nothing will ever happen, okay? And of course, yes, with the rise of entanglements and drugs and hormones, we find ourselves in some sticky situations as youth whereby the lines are blurred. So sometimes we end up making mistakes with the people we've literally friend zoned. It's not cute. I've been there, done that. Will not be returning. I exited the gutter. So not for me anymore. But friend zones will always exist because they're there for people who want to make it clear to other people that they're not romantically interested. Others will just all be one big orgy. And it's funny for me because the people I end up friend zoning are the same number, like the same quantity of people who end up friend zoning me. Funny how the world works. Like, I friend zone someone, I get friend zoned, and we're all stuck in this love triangle when all of us are just left high and dry. C'est la vie, it is life. Literally, as the sun is setting, see you next week. This was really fun. I've had such a nice run to my past self, and this was fun. So till next week, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Now y'all can leave my room. Let me go back to my zone. Let me listen to some Her and some Caesar, and y'all can leave. As I cry. I'm down to do a second version of this from you guys directly. So comment down below if you'd be interested, and then, or scratch that, go straight to my DMs and send me a short video of you with a question that you've always wanted to know about me. And if there are enough, I will do a second edition. Otherwise, till next week. Bye, guys.